Hi scholars, so today we're completing Module 1, Lesson 8. Let's get started by reading our learning intention. Thoughtful mathematicians demonstrate the commutative property of multiplication by skip counting objects in arrays. As always, please pause now and read over your vocabulary because these are words we've already read multiple times and have been using over the past few days. So press pause now and then press play once you've read over the vocabulary. Okay, so just to refresh your memory, the commutative property of multiplication just means that when you change the order of factors in multiplication, it does not change the answer. 4 times 7 is the same thing as 7 times 4. They both equal 28. And if you look at the arrays used to represent each, 4 times 7 is 4 rows of 7, and 7 times 4 is 7 rows of 4. And again, they both equal 28. So the answer or the product does not change. So what we're going to do today is solve all these either missing factors or missing products and then match the related facts. So I'm going to show you how to do that both with an array and by skip counting. So I have 2 times blank equals 8. Well, I'm going to skip count by 2's until I get to 8 to see how many groups that would be, or how many rows I would need. Well, 2, 4, that's 2 groups so far, 6, 3 groups, 8. So that would give me 4 groups. So that means that 2 times 4 equals 8. The other option here for 5 times 6, I can make an array. I know that the first factor is always the number of groups, and the second factor is the size of that group. So that means I'm going to have 5 groups of 6. So let me start with one group of 6. So far I have 6, and I'm going to keep adding groups of 6 until I have 5 altogether. So now I can skip count by 6 to see how much this equals. Well, here I have 6. This would be 12, 18, 24, and 30. So 5 times 6 equals 30. So let's try these two together. 6 5s. Well, that means that I have 6 groups of 5. Well, counting by 5s is pretty easy, so let's do that. Let's count by 5 6 times. So 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. So 6 5s equals 30. 4 times 3, this next one here. Well, I could draw another array. If I have 4 times 3, that would mean 4 groups of 3. Let's go ahead and make 4 groups. I have one group of 3, that's 3. Another group of 3 would be 6. A third group of 3 would be 9. And one last group of 3 would be 12. So 4 times 3 is 12. But let me double check and count these again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So 4 times 3 equals 12. So I want you to pause the video now and solve these last 2 facts. You can draw an array or you can skip count, but I want you to solve these last 2 facts. So please pause now, solve the facts, then press play when you're ready to check your work. Okay, if you're watching now, that means you've solved already. If you have not, please again pause the video and then press play when you're ready to check your work. So 3 groups of 4. So I can draw that out, 3 groups of 4. Let's see. One group of 4 is 4. Another group of 4 would be 8, because 4 plus 4 is 8. And then one more group of 4. Well, 8 plus 4 is 12, so that means another group of 4 would be 12. So 3 groups of 4 equals 12. And then 4 times 2, well, if I look back at this problem, 2 times 4 is 8. That means that 4 times 2 must also equal 8, because the 4 and the 2 were just reversed. It's like they switched places. So now that we've filled in the missing factors and products, let's match these facts. But like I just said, 4 times 2 and 2 times 4 both equal 8. So those are related facts. What other related facts do you see? 5 times 6 and 6 fives, or 6 times 5. And what's the last related fact? 4 times 3 and 3 times 4, because 3 groups of 4 is the same thing as 3 times 4. All right, thanks for watching. Today in Schoology, you're completing the Lesson 8 problem set. Most of the work will be review, looking at arrays and matching them to equations, which we've done before, and some of it will be about the commutative property. So remember, the commutative property just means that when you switch the order of the factors, it does not change your answer. Thank you again for watching. I hope you enjoyed.